What was your favorite toy growing up? Did you sneak Barbie into your backpack wherever you went? Or spend hours designing an elaborate racetrack for your Hot Wheels? Well, if you did, it's all because of Mattel. So, how did Mattel rise from its humble beginnings to become the toy giant it is today? It wasn't all fun and games, that's for sure. In 1945, Harold "Matt" Matson, alongside Elliot and Ruth Handler, founded Mattel. Get it? Matt-L? They combined Matson's nickname Matt with the L from Elliot. And voila, Mattel was born. But at first, toys were only their side hustle. Their initial product line was picture frames. As a way to make some extra cash, they made doll furniture with the leftover supplies. Before toys were mass-produced, kids played with handmade or paper dolls, baseball cards, jacks, or they rode around on bikes. No, there was no Lego, Play-Doh, or even Mr. Potato Head. Adults in the business world took this demographic for granted and didn't really understand the economic opportunity of making products specifically designed for kids. But in a post-World War II America, there was a better understanding of children's needs. There were also more resources to spare for so-called frivolous items, and people had money to spend in the post-war economic boom. Not to mention that families were very happy to be reunited after the war. The result was a baby boom, which meant more kids and the new demand for more toys. The market was primed and ready for the new Yuka-Doodle, the first official Mattel toy released in 1947. This was the start of the company's first full line of toys, a whole set of instruments made for children, including a little plastic piano and different music boxes. Due to poor health, Matson sold his share to Ruth Handler in the late 40s. The Handlers now had complete creative control of the company going into the 50s, and that's when things really started to take off. She's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. The blonde bombshell was created by Ruth Handler in the late 1950s after she noticed her daughter, Barbara, pretending her paper baby dolls were adults. Ruth based the all-American Barbie on a doll she saw during a family trip to Germany. With her daughter Barbara's name as inspiration and dressed in a striped swimsuit, Barbie strutted onto the toy scene in 1959. Costing $3, she originally came with both blonde and brunette hair. Now you can purchase a Barbie of any race, ethnicity, hair color, or texture, but it'll cost a lot more than just $3. The average Barbie today costs around $25, and collector versions can be priced in the hundreds of dollars. Barbie was first introduced as a teenage fashion model, but her image has evolved over the years. She's gone to space, worked as a veterinarian, teacher, doctor, and she even moonlights as a rock star. Now, once Barbie became a hit, the obvious thing for Mattel to do next was to give her some accessories, of course. Things like new clothes, a dream house, a sports car, a camper, and even a boyfriend. Hello there, Ken. Her impressive resume is meant to inspire girls to pursue their dreams and never let their gender hold them back. In the early days, Barbie was revolutionary because there weren't many toys that took the interests of young girls seriously. But both then and now, parents were afraid that Barbie gave girls the wrong impression, that her image was too provocative. Mattel has consistently stressed the wholesomeness of Barbie, but they've also changed with the times and have updated the doll over the years. The original Barbie was tall and leggy, giving young girls the impression that they must strive to be a particular size and weight. Now, Mattel has created diversity in the shape of the Barbie doll. You can buy petite Barbies or curvy Barbies that represent the body types of all women, reinforcing inclusive ideas about body image. Barbie is more than just a doll. She is now a worldwide brand. A brand that has starred in countless movies and cartoons and shared her likeness on tons of merchandise from lunchboxes to pajamas. Mattel ensured that a young girl could be decked out in Barbie gear from head to toe. Barbie is even adapted to the internet age with her very own vlog channel on YouTube. Barbie has become synonymous with the Mattel brand, but she's far from the only toy in Mattel's toy box. Hot Wheels zoomed onto the scene in the late 1960s. Elliot Handler noticed his son playing with Matchbox cars, the original die-cast toy car. Elliot wanted Mattel to get in on the action and grab a piece of this expanding market. So he set out to create Mattel's version of the toy car through the perspective of a child. What if a car had flames down the side, or superchargers, or massive rear tires that made the car go really, really fast? The original Hot Wheels collection were fantasy cars and hot rods, way cooler than your parents' station wagon. As the toy cars gained in popularity, Mattel started adding cars that actually existed, like Lamborghinis or Volkswagen Beetles, to the Hot Wheels collection. They even incorporated beloved fictional cars like the original Batmobile, Scooby-Doo's Mystery Machine, and Marty McFly's DeLorean. Now, what good were all these cars if you had nowhere to race them? So Mattel created racetracks and accessories to accompany the Hot Wheels cars. Some assembly required, of course. While today these tracks consist of loop-de-loops, spirals, jumps, and battery-powered launchers, which give the cars the speed necessary to accomplish these tricks, things were once much simpler. You could get a set of orange tracks that linked together to form an oval, or you could make a long straightaway built for speed. A popular thing to do was clamp one end of the track to a table and have the bottom propped up on a book or something to make a jump. Now it was about getting all your Hot Wheels out to see which one could fly the furthest. This was really basic compared to the track sets available today. Hot Wheels continues to remain popular among kids and even adults. In fact, some car manufacturers have made-to-scale models of the original pocket-sized car. Mattel even has a real-life stunt driving team taking things full scale. It's one thing for a toy car to do a loop-de-loop, but something else completely when a real car is involved. Definitely cool, though. It's a childhood dream come true to sit inside the car you once held in the palm of your hand, especially since that toy you'd race across the floor and fiddle with at the dinner table may now be worth thousands. That's right, the collector's market for Hot Wheels is just that, hot. And how hot is it? Well, a 1969 prototype of a pink Beach Bomb van is valued at over $150,000. Okay, yes, it is rare, but it is still just a die-cast metal toy. Barbie and Hot Wheels might be Mattel's greatest hits, but what about other playtime favorites? Well, believe it or not, Mattel was responsible for creating the fortune-telling Magic 8 Ball in the 1950s. You might not find one rolling around in your kid's toy box nowadays, but it is certain that this toy has cultural sticking power. Mattel also released the first talking toy, Chatty Cathy, in the 60s. She had about 10 programmed phrases that she would say when you pulled the string on her back. Today, talking toys are often battery-powered, but kids familiar with Toy Story know how fun a pull-string toy like Woody can be. Mattel acquired the Fisher-Price brand in the 90s, and these toys continue to be popular with preschoolers. Toddlers have been rocking out on the rolling xylophone and pulling the string on a CNC to hear the cow go moo for decades, as the design has remained relatively the same since the late 1950s. Mattel sure does have some classics, yet they're continuously innovating. And how do they make sure their products stay relevant with the kids of today? Well, some healthy competition never hurts. Much like McDonald's and Burger King, Hasbro and Mattel have been bitter rivals for decades. The companies have always battled each other over new acquisitions and licensing deals. Hasbro, however, has more of a foothold in board games. When they bought Milton Bradley, iconic games like Candyland and the Game of Life fell under the Hasbro name. But Mattel played the reverse card when they bought international International Games, the company that created Uno, one of the best-selling card games of all time. Mattel also had a licensing deal with Disney, creating a line of Princess Barbies and a lot of other Disney merchandise. Would you believe that over the course of the two companies' rivalry, they've tried to buy each other more than once? But none of these deals ever panned out. It's one monopoly game neither company can win. Instead, their competition just fuels more innovation in the toy industry. Even though kids rarely think about the companies behind their favorite toys, these enterprises are massive and have a lot of money on the line. Mattel wasn't always just about toys, though. They branched out into books, TV, and even tried to make their own video game console. Some of these ventures were more successful than others, but Mattel now sticks to what they know best: toys. To get the brand name out there, Mattel was a sponsor in the early days of the Mickey Mouse Club TV show. Now, commercials for up-and-coming toys still run on children's TV channels like Nickelodeon and Disney, but kids, like everyone else, are spending more time online these days. It's all about the clicks. Brands today yearn to work with toy review YouTube channels like Ryan's World, who reaches an audience of 30 million kids. And Mattel is no exception. This is kind of like the new version of a TV commercial in terms of getting attention for a new toy release. The rise of YouTube content for kids has sparked debate about the ethics of marketing to children. And in the digital age, how kids play is changing too. I mean, most kids know more about tech than their parents anyway. This might mean more time online playing Minecraft and less time playing with actual physical toys. So where does that leave Mattel? Well, thankfully, kids are still kids after all. Interactive hands-on playtime requires imagination, creativity, and collaboration that's hard to recreate in an online space. There's something special about getting down on the floor and becoming the teacher to a classroom full of Barbies, action figures, and stuffed animals. Memories are made playing Uno by candlelight during a power outage. And although Mom might not approve, there's nothing like racing a Hot Wheels car down the banister or using the hallway as a pretend Indy 500 racetrack. As technology advances and kids become more plugged in, Mattel's products give kids something the internet has yet to capture: tangible toys made just for them that take their intelligence and imagination seriously. No adults allowed. Maybe the day will come when the biggest toy craze is the hologram Barbie or flying Hot Wheels. But still, nothing beats the analog originals. Mattel has fostered playtime throughout the generations and will continue to do so, to infinity and beyond. Thanks for watching. We truly appreciate it. Tap or click on another great video and help us grow by hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell.